Hey guys, we're ready again here. Now, yesterday we did some complex fractions. We're just going to do harder ones, more complex, okay? So again, we'll try to make sure you can see things. Okay, I don't want to get things in the way, these lights, but anyway, I want you to be able to see though. Okay, so anyway, you can kind of see the formula of the problems we have here. Okay, these are some complex fractions. I know they look kind of crazy, but we're going to work with them. They're not as hard as they look. Okay, they're not as bad as they look. Now, remember from yesterday, fraction divided by a fraction, the top stays the same. So the 2x plus 5 over 3. The top fraction doesn't change. So this top fraction doesn't change. The bottom one, remember, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. We're going to flip this over. So the 6 goes in the numerator and the 4y in the denominator. Okay, now we actually did some of these the very last day we were at school. Okay, because I have a binomial times this 6, guys, a binomial times this 6, that 6 actually, when it multiplies, has to distribute to both of those, okay, which is a little bit of a challenge. So not just 6 times the 2x, but also 6 times the 5. So 6 times 2x, 12x, 6 times 5 plus 30. So that's the top. Again, because it's got a binomial, that 6 has to distribute. Now the bottom, just two things multiplied. 3 times 4, 12y, and boom. That is the answer. Okay, that's the answer on that one. Now, let's just do another one very similar. Okay, 3x minus 4 over 2 and 5y over 3 in the division there. Okay, again, the top stays the same. So the 3x minus 4 over 2 stays the same, but then multiply, again, by the reciprocal of that bottom one. So again, the 3 is going to go up on top, the 5y on the bottom. Okay. Now again, just like this one up here, that 3 is multiplied times a binomial, so I need to distribute that 3. So 3 times 3x, 9x. 3 times minus 4, or negative 4, however you want to think about it, this is going to be a minus 12. So 3 times 3, 3 times 4, that's where the 9x minus 12 came from. Now the 2 and the 5y are just both single terms. They're just going to multiply. 10y, and boom. That is the answer. That's the answer. Okay. Now the ones on the other side are just a little more complex. Okay. So we're going to work with these. Okay, do our best on these. These are a little challenging. They just got one extra step involved. What's nice, they start the same way. So again, the top stays the same. So xy plus 4x over y times, now again, the bottom comes up and flips over. So 3 over 2 becomes 2 over 3. So we flip that over. Now, just like we did, we're going to distribute, okay, what we have there, okay? So we've got 2xy plus 4x times 2, 8x, all over 3y. Okay, now I know this seems weird, we distributed, but guys, because this has some stuff in common, there's actually going to be one more step, which is undistribute now what both of these have in common. Now guys, we did that back in November. We're taking out what they both have in common and putting that in front. So 2xy and 8x, both 2 and 8, both could be divided by 2. So I have a 2 in common with 2 and 8, and then they both have an x. That has an x and that has an x. So we can actually take and undistribute a 2x out. Now we did this back in November. I know it's been a while. So if I take the 2x away right here, the only thing left in this first term is y, okay, and that goes in that parentheses. the leftover y. Okay, and then if I divide a 2x out of here, the x goes away, but 8 gets divided by 2, so plus 4. Okay, and that's the leftover. Again, this binomial the leftovers go inside the parentheses. The bottom stays 3y, and that is the answer. I know that's a lot, but you can kind of see the steps there. So again, the top stayed the same, the bottom reciprocals, we distribute, but then because this has a complex top that we can undistribute, that's another step right there. Okay, let's do one more and then we're done. Okay, so again, AB plus 2B over A times, again, the bottom comes in reciprocals, so 5 over 4 becomes 4 over 5. Okay, again, remember that has to distribute. So 4AB plus 8B. And then A times 5, but remember the 5 should go in front of the A. So you don't want to put A5, you want to put 5A over 5A. Okay, does everybody see what we did? So again, distribute the 4 through there. Okay, this is what we get. Now, guys, just like we did on this one up here, I'm looking at what these have in common. 4 and 8. 4 and 8 can both be divided by 4, so I'm going to take a 4 out in front. And then they both have a B. B here and B here. So I can, at this time, I can take a 4 and a B out of both of those terms. Now, again, if I take the 4 and the B divided out, it goes away. So the only thing left in this first term is that A term. Plus, again, the plus sign stays. 4 out of 8 dividing. 4 divided out of 8 leaves a 2. The B goes away because I'm dividing by that B. And that is actually going to be the factor undistribute in the numerator. Okay, and that is actually the answer right there. Okay, I know that's a lot. Okay, but that's the steps. Now, because this is so much, I'm only giving you one homework problem or classwork problem, however you want to think about it, that you can enter in the answer on your journal. Okay, and it's going to be like this one, where you're going to have to distribute, but then look and see what they have in common and undistribute at the end. So it's going to be like this kind over here. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so it's this one right down here in green. Okay, that's your assignment problem. Again, I know it's going to be kind of weird typing it into the journal. Just do your best. Again, use the division sign for to make a fraction. Okay, use the division sign to make a fraction. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.